Long ago, two races ruled over the earth, humans and monsters. However, the monsters, in a lust for power, sought the strength of human souls. One day, the monster attacked the humans, and a terrible war began. After many sacrifices, humans defeated the evil monsters. They trapped the monsters underground with a magic spell, sealing them for eternity, or until some little child comes along and ruins it. To prevent the monsters from ever escaping, the wizards created 3 barriers. Oh, really? The first barrier was in the mountain, the only entrance to the monster world. The second, to prevent any human from falling into the monster domain, was placed in the surrounding forest. Well, little good that did. I'm just saying. Despite all their efforts, the wizards knew that eventually the monsters would find a way out, but obviously not on their own. They need the help of a really small child. So they stayed near the mountain to be sure the monsters could never escape. That didn't backfire at all. A guardian city was founded with one purpose: to ensure the monsters remain captive. Fair enough. But again, little help that did. However, this still wasn't enough. The wizards, still afraid of the monster's power, made the ultimate sacrifice. Using their souls, the wizards created around the city a third barrier, a barrier so strong that neither monsters nor humans could cross through, resulting in everyone being stuck inside a bubble for all eternity. The wizards died, leaving a new generation to watch over the mountain. Fair enough. In a city closed off from the outside world, each new generation prepared for that fateful day if the barriers were to fail. Little did they know, they would be the reason for their own downfall. This is the story that's been told generation after generation for hundreds of years, literally just instilling the fear for generations. 100 years ago, the barrier of the forest mysteriously disappeared. And now the barrier of the mountain is gone. Oh dear. The remaining barrier is humanity's last hope. Oh really? At least that's what the legend says. Shouldn't trust legends. Okay, so what I'm going to say there is the wizards' biggest mistake was sealing their own city inside the bubble where the barrier to the forest and the mountain was, because obviously this means Frisk could only come from one place. They came from the Guardian City. They shouldn't have had children. Because children were their biggest mistake, apparently. Because the children are the reason all this happened. Remember, your own demise to humanity comes in a very small package called a child, and they are called Frisk. Or Kara. Either way, the tiny destruction of humanity came in the form of a child. And this wouldn't have happened if you lot just kept it in your pants. I'm just saying. But you could definitely tell that was told from the human side, because evil was used to describe the monsters. And we know that it wasn't like multiple monsters went to get a soul. That's far from what it was. So there's definitely a few things in there that are white lies. Or a little bit stretched. But really, you guys were that paranoid about monsters? My God. So, what does this mean for our adventure? Simply, we are going on an adventure out of the mountain, out into this place, past the forest, into a city that has just been raised with the knowledge of, if monsters come out of the mountain, you do everything you can to make sure they don't escape. What could go wrong? You know? I'm sure they're friendly people. We're so doomed. Okay, so let's first of all do some quick settings here. Okay, I think that's okay. Alright. Let's see. Do you remember those bedtime stories all the grown-ups would tell us? The ones that made us behave? Those of monsters, wizards, and heroes. What heroes? The story I just heard was solely about humans versus monsters. End of story. Are you trying to tell me the wizards were the heroes? Because I find that hard to believe. They literally end up imprisoning all of you inside a bubble. What if some of you wanted to go out on adventures, huh? Too bad, little Timmy. You don't get to go outside. Well, you can, but you ain't allowed in the forest, and you ain't allowed out of the city. You're stuck here from the now to the day you die. Pretty much. I mean, that would suck. What if you want to, go you want to see more of the world? You know there's more outside the barrier. Surely humans have got to have that same, desire to explore beyond boundaries. I mean, we're always curious. We always want to expand and explore things. I highly doubt anyone wanted to stay inside this barrier for 100 years. Regardless of duty or not. Where the evil monsters were punished at the end. Were they really? It feels like the humans were punished too. Do you ever wonder if those stories were true? Do you have the courage to find out? Yeah, I know they're true. I'm going to be Kara. That's not your name. How do you know? Frisk? That's not your name. Sons? That's not your name, kid. Damn you, Sans. How could you? Also, I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit to hear that noises when they talk. Okay, well, I'm going to call myself Kara. I'm not falling for the same thing that happened last time, where in the original Undertale game, it turns out that we were Kara controlling Frisk. I'm going to call myself Kara. I'm going to be smart and fancy. Just to be on the safe side. But technically my name is Twinkle. But I'm going to go with Kara. I'm Kara's cousin. I know who you are. You do? But you know who I am? I think you're Kara. But then again, it could just be I'm constantly obsessed with saying Kara. Outskirts of the mountain near the forest. So, this is the day we make ourselves known to the humans. Little did he know that we are about to literally enter the territory of humans that have been stuck inside a barrier for 100 years. With over generations of absolute lies, and probably they're fearful, they're going to be aggressive, they're not going to be friendly to us. Especially from everything I read at the start. This is going to be a disaster. We just have to stay calm, and I'm sure everything will sort itself out. Yes, you keep believing that, Self. You keep believing that, Asgore. He looks nervous, which is totally understandable. He doesn't know about the third barrier. I can't wait to make my debut. They won't know what hit them until I'm the hottest top news celebrity next week, at least. But if they've been sealed off from, the rest of the world, does that mean they don't have technology? And if so, they're going to be so confused by Mettaton. I think just Mettaton alone is going to confuse them. Because he's more futuristic. First, do you really think this will work out? I mean, a lot could go wrong. Exactly. It can go wrong, and it will go wrong, because I'm in charge. I know someone who... Who do I know? Then again, thinking logically, if I go down the premise that yes, they've been stuck inside this barrier all this time, that would mean Frisk did know someone in the village, and Frisk was born there to actually exist there. So I can blame someone for Frisk being left to wander by themselves. Someone is responsible for child neglectment. I will not stand for this. I will find out who is responsible, and I will punish them. Or at least we'll reprimand them. Humans will understand. No, they won't. I know who can help us. I don't know who, but apparently I know someone. But you really think someone will help us? I'm not sure if they actually will, because 100 years is a long time to continuously just drum in that message of monsters are evil, don't let them get out, or else. Don't be ridiculous, darling. They would be razzle-dazzled. It is settled then. It is settled then. With Frisk as our ambassador, we stand a much better chance. This sounds so familiar. Like, I've heard of an AU like this. Does anybody know what AU I'm talking about? It's either an AU or it's a comic I remember watching where Frisk is made the ambassador and Sans is like really worried that Frisk is going to use the reset button and then do everything. So to try and like give Sans some type of like closure or some semblance of like peace, Frisk goes to the top of the mountain and destroys the reset button, only for things to literally go to absolute malarkey when Flowey shows up. And then it just takes like a really dark turn and they get stuck inside the mountain. Does anybody know what comic that is? Or even have any idea what I'm talking about? Anyway, let's just carry on. Still, I think we should keep interactions to a minimum for the time being. In that case, then, somebody please hold Papyrus. Because Papyrus is a little bit impatient when it comes to making friends. So, as to not cause a commotion... Hey, where did Papyrus go? Oh my god, speaking of the skeleton, where is he? Oh no. Papyrus, really? Come on. We found them. We found one. Code red, code red. We've located one of the creatures. Hello, humans. I, the great... What just happened to the way I voice him? Good freaking lord. I don't know what happened there. That's not how I normally voice Papyrus. Hello, humans. I, the great Papyrus, will be living amongst you from now on. This is emergency. Request for backup. Over. This will surely be an excellent opportunity to be friends. I'm not so sure about that, Papyrus. It sounds like they're about to call in the whole entire squad. Oh no, do they think Frisk has been kidnapped? Oh no, they think Frisk has been kidnapped, don't they? Oh, bother. This is the hostage situation. Call the superior. I called it. They think because Frisk is with them. Because humans and monsters can never be friends. I tell you, I've had enough experience with these games to know it is possible. If you stay determined, you can even make Sans be your friend by force. Papyrus, what the hell did you do? He just wanted to make friends and die. He just wanted to make friends. Somebody pick up the phone, because I called it. You, of course, did. I was only attempting to be polite by offering my friendship. Maybe I shouldn't have rushed it. Rushing friendship may not be the best idea. But it came from a good place, Papyrus. You just wanted to expand the friendship with everyone, you know? It's a lot better than someone's friendliness bullets. Flowey. Really? You're going to throw some shade at me? I'm not even in this scene. Regardless, Flowey, I'm going to throw shade. Fine. Whatever. See you later, idiot. Just haunted with the deadly puzzles instead. Also, was that my friend? The flower? Was that my flower friend? Ignore it, bro. Not important right now. A man shoved past the officer. What in the world? Sir, we have an emergency. Those fairy tales were all true. The monsters in the mountain did exist. They've escaped and now they're kidnapping our children. Oh dear. Oh! Of course. The other kids that disappeared. Of course. They must have also come from the same place, because there's no other way in. So yeah, they all came from the same place, so it would make sense. And the fact that they've now seen the monsters with Frisk, yeah, they're putting 2 and 2 together. But then, here raises the question. What did you lot do to make the kids leave in the first place, I'm now suspecting everyone. Sir, we have an emergency. Oh yeah, I just said that. This is all just a big misunderstanding. If we take a moment to discuss this over some tea, I'm sure we could, Why are you not shooting? Do you morons have a death wish? We're not shooting because we can't, sir. After the mayor's anti-violence policy, we were forced to dispose of our guns. Wow. That's so unfortunate they had to dispose of it right as monsters escape the mountain. What a shame. I weep for you. I weep. Ugh. That is right. That idiot. How are we supposed to defend ourselves now? Strike up a friendly conversation, invite them to tea, reason with them. Well, if you put it like that, Asgore just tried to strike up a friendly conversation with you, as did Papyrus. He also invited you to tea, that being Asgore, and they're trying to reason with you, that also being Asgore. So yeah, you could, instead of reacting like that. I'm just saying. Or maybe we can't reason with him because he's completely insane. Well, I, for one, would. It's going to attack! Quick, do something! The police throws a ball at the monsters. Wait, a ball? Why a ball? Do they really just carry around watermelon-sized rubber balls for the express purpose of bonking lawbreakers in the face? I mean, to each their own, I guess. If it works, it works. Ironically, the ball misses and rolls away. I think we're making progress. Yeah, it looks like the humans want to play catch. Yes, Papyrus, yes. What the hell was that? Well, the rules, the mayor. I don't need your babbling right now. You told him to do something, he just did as you asked. Don't complain at the method that ended up happening. That was the only thing he had at hand. You should be praising him for taking action. Sure, it didn't do anything, but he still listened and followed orders. He's still a good man and he should keep his job. That man and his stupid rules! Is this town run by a 6-year-old? Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe secretly it is run by a 6-year-old. I don't know. Never mind! Come on, you demons! I'm gonna send you back to hell even if I have to do it with my 2 bare fists! He's aware in the stories that monsters have magic. Hence, monsters also have weapons, right? He wants to go hand-to-hand combat with a monster. A monster that, according to legend, was trying to eat human souls. Starting with you, Gilrot. Okay, he's totally on his own. If he ends up KO'd, well, get on it. He started it. Okay, that does it. I'm kicking their asses. Go for it and die. Go and die. Do not touch them and die. We cannot allow our efforts to be for nothing when we've come so far. You're right. Oh, so you're scared now? Huh? We're not scared of any stinking humans. Yeah? Yeah! You sure? I'm sure. Stop! There is a familiar face in the crowd. There was a crowd? Also, why did the music suddenly become like all tingly? Ba, 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 ba. Everyone moves aside to let her through. Oh, she must be someone of importance if they're willing to move. I mean, it's the police. They normally are like, stand back, you cannot come here. There is a terrible thing up ahead, or there's a crime scene, or you're not allowed to do whatever you want, okay? You're not part of the law. What's going on with all this nonsense? I'm already suspicious. Okay, right now, I'm suspicious of her. She's got red eyes, which Kara had. She's also conveniently got yellow flowers, like Flowey on her. And she also has a gold necklace, just like Flowey, just like Ezreal and Kara wears. Convenient? I think not. I think she's suspicious. I don't know how, but I don't trust her. I shouldn't assume. Monsters! So that light we saw was really... Miss, stay back! We'll protect everyone! Yeah, they'll totally protect you with their watermelon-sized balls that they just threw. I wonder how many they brought with them. No, don't be fools! They're monsters, they'll just tear you apart! We need to... If they were going to tear you apart, don't you think you'd be dead already? I'm just saying, don't you think you would be dead by now? I've seen enough horrors to know that the first few seconds of interacting with the monsters, it tends to get you dead. You literally attack them. That would automatically get you killed. But we're still here. Frisk? Frisk! Oh my god, Frisk! Oh, do you know Frisk? What's your connection? Are you to blame? Do I blame you for child neglectment? Who are you, woman? You run to Sona and reach your arms up at her. Frisk, why are you touching this strange woman? She hugs you warmly. Oh my god. Sona! Frisk, where have you been? You were gone for so long, I was worried sick. Okay. Sona, you are stuck in a giant bubble barrier that is surrounding the town, correct? Now, obviously, barrier around forest clearly was gone because otherwise child couldn't gone into the forest anyway. And of course the one on the mountain was gone. So you're 2 barriers down. So, logically speaking, if the kid is not in location A, being the city, and they're definitely not in location, the next location being the forest, the only other place they could have gone is the mountain. Because they can't go anywhere else. They have to be inside the area, inside the barrier bubble. So, where do you think they went? Did you send out a search party? I mean, hello? You could have searched the forest and had a look around. How long was Frisk gone? Sure, you sent out search parties, right? You checked every inch of the forest. And then you're like, well, if they're not in the if they're not in the city, and they're not in the forest, where else do you think the kid was? Mountain! Come on! Use your noodle! When we couldn't find you, I feared that you got lost, and kid can't get lost because clearly you knew where they were. You only had 3 places to choose from. 3! And your other option was they got kidnapped, but if they did get kidnapped, they would have hadn't been kidnapped by someone in the city, meaning they could only hide them somewhere inside the barrier. Duh. If they were murdered, you'd definitely find them because they'd still be inside the barrier. Duh. And if they ran away from you, well, the only place to go is to the mountain. Wow, I am not giving her any sympathy right now. I'm being really hostile. I just don't trust her. I don't know why. There's just something bothering me about her straight off the bat. I just get this bad feeling about her. Sona trails off and stares at the monsters. She's looking at us quite intensely, isn't she? Oh, Frisk, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? What did Frisk do every other time? Forget that. What do you think Frisk did? Frisk came home with monsters. What? Really? What do you think Frisk did? Frisk freed them. Either that or maybe someone wants to believe that the monsters are holding Frisk hostage. Like, give us what we want and then we'll give you the tiny human back. Forget about the other kid hostages. It was a bit more complicated. I saved the monsters. The monsters saved me. Well, the monsters did save Frisk, since Frisk, obviously, through different situations, different monsters did different things to help Frisk. So, yeah, in a way they did save Frisk, and Frisk did save them. So, I mean, truthfully, I saved the monsters. You did what? They're monsters, Frisk. They could eat you and steal your soul. Frisk is still here. Hey, you got it all wrong. We're not kidnappers. We're not even resisting arrest. She literally said that they were killers rather than kidnappers. But I do like the fact that Sans tried to make a pun. Why isn't she laughing? Huh. Clearly you all just don't know how to talk to humans correctly. Hello, darling. It's always great to meet new fans. Do you want an autograph? Stay away from us, you male freak! Wow, Sona, that is just rude. Don't. We... Yes, Sona, she's a cute, adorable dinosaur. Do you want to say something? And if you do, I will slap you. Do not upset precious Alphys. She needs to be protected. She's gone through some terrible stuff and she's had to, deal with the whole amalgamation thing, you know. She's gone through a tough time. Don't you start, Sona. I will fight you if you go after sweet Alphys. Try anything funny and I'll knock your lights out. Are you threatening her? She has glasses. Don't you even think about it. Unless you're fighting Mettaton. Mettaton has weapons. Well, I think... This is hardly time for that, Sans. The monsters are starting to crowd around the humans. Oh, good lord. The police look agitated. Come back, everyone. You are upsetting the humans. In all fairness, they're upsetting you more. They're being rude, hostile, and Sona especially said a really mean thing. We do not intend to harm any of you. Please, let us speak. How is this possible? Nobody who climbs the mountain ever comes back. Oh, are you speaking from experience, Sona? Have you had others climb the mountain? And wait. No, I will hold it. I will hold it. I will try to be nice. Then again, I've never seen a child more determined than you in my life. I'm just thankful you're safe. So, can I keep the monsters? But about the monsters. They're my family. They're my family. They're my familia. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten, as quoted by Stitch. Well, then can you please, tell them to go back where they belong? Well, if we think about it, logically, monsters got sealed in the mountain. That's not where they came from, though. They got put in the mountain after. So technically, they've returned to where they belong. So I can't tell them to go back to where they belong because this is where they belong, on the surface. So I've already done my job. I'm a good child. I think it'd be best for everyone. I don't understand how this happened. Simple. Barrier 1 went poof, Barrier 2 went poof, and you lot ended up, for some reason, deciding to continue generation of generations and have little children running around, and one of those kids decided to leave and go off on an adventure. More than once. You've got a really long history of kids disappearing, don't you? because one by one they went up that mountain, and one by one they fell in the underground, and only Frisk came back. But again, that's a lot of kids that went up there. You think you would learn to stop procreating. Remember, stop having kids. My gods, Sona. The only person to blame for all this is the generation or whoever had these children. Because you made them with the sole purpose of literally keeping monsters trapped in the mountain. And yet, that kind of backfired because the new generation decided they didn't want to do that anymore. And one of them decided to make friends. Yay! This was a long time coming, because remember, karma comes back to all of us. What goes around comes around. Let's hope this means the humans don't get sealed underground, because I don't know. Then I'm gonna have to literally... Would I feel bad if they got stuck underground? I'll just let it go. We don't want anyone to get hurt, do we, Frisk? No. But then tell them to stop attacking the monsters then. I know you don't want anyone to get hurt, but in all fairness, Papyrus only wanted to make friends, and Dai, technically, the sergeant went to attack first. He told her to fight him, and they threw a ball. So my monsters are completely fine. They've done nothing wrong. It's just you lot being hostile. I'm just saying. For monsters that are supposed to be eating soul, they're not doing a lot of soul eating. They wanna live on the surface. They wanna live on the surface. Hey, monsters belong on the surface just as much as humans do. That's just ridiculous, monsters and humans living together. Ha! Don't make me laugh. Look, if Frisk can survive being in the underground and making friends and literally living with Tori, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be fine. If a little kid can do all that, you big, powerful grown-ups will be just fine, unless you're too scared. Stop being pussies. We all know the legends. They just want to slaughter us for our souls. What would be the purpose of them slaughtering you for their souls? They've already escaped the underground, and they're not even aware of the third barrier, probably, because that was made after they were sealed. So why would they need your souls? Think. Also, they'd probably get a bad tummy ache from eating your soul, sir. I say we throw them back in the mountains and save ourselves the trouble. Even if you throw them back in the mountains, they'll just come back out because you don't have any wizards to seal them away anymore. What a shame. You run back to the monsters. Good on you, Frisk. Stay with your family. No, Frisk, come back. What are you doing, Frisk? Frisk clearly told you that they saved the monsters, that they are their friends, and that they care for them very much. Why is it so hard for you to accept that the child knows what they want? I go where the monsters go. No, Frisk. What do you mean? Please, you're just being silly. Am I being silly? I don't even know why Frisk ran and left the city in the first place. Like, there has to be a reason why Frisk left and disappeared. So there's something going on in the city that caused the child to leave in the first place, and I so far do not like you, Sona, so too bad for you. I do not like you. I'm trying, but I do not like you. Miss, what do you want us to do now? I'm staying with Mama. No, if any of you touch me, I will scream. I will literally scream. Nobody touches me. I'm staying with Mama. I made my decision. I am putting my foot down. I am staying with Tori, or I'm staying with the Skelly Bros. I don't care. I am staying with the monsters. Well, Frisk is just so stubborn sometimes. Oh God, I don't know what to do. Let me stay with my Mama. I have a mum. Father would know. No, really, and what's he like? You that, with the crown, are you the monster's leader? Nah, he just likes cosplaying. Oh yes, I am King Asgore, and you are? Yeah, who are you, Sona? I will bring you to my father so we may discuss the terms of your people on one condition. Frisk stays with me for the time being. Excuse you? I definitely don't like her now. Mama, do something. Forgive me if I'm lacking tact, but who exactly are you that Frisk is so comfortable with? I want to say I'm comfortable with, even if Frisk is. Forgive me. My name is Sona. I'm the mayor's daughter. Oh, no wonder they moved aside for her. I'm also the primary director of the orphanage. Frisk is an orphan? What did you do to make Frisk leave the orphanage? I treat all the orphans under my care as if they are my own family, and Frisk is a part of my family. I see. Well, I'm Toriel. Your role sounds as if it's quite a noble pursuit, but I must ask to adopt Frisk from your care. We already discussed it, and Frisk would like to stay with me. Yep, I want to stay with Mama. Not mention it's an orphanage, technically you're supposed to be trying to find homes for all your little orphans, and I've already found mine, so don't worry. You don't need to do any paperwork, you just go now. Go back to the city and just leave me with Mum. I'll be completely fine. I've got all the butterscotch pie I can want. And snails. Off you go now. What? Why would... Don't you dare. Well, I can't let anyone just adopt one of my little orphans. Excuse you? You did a terrible job of taking care of me. Frisk, I mean. Frisk went up to the mountain. You were supposed to be responsible for them. How did Frisk get out of sight? It's an orphanage with lots of kids. You were being trusted with them. And I don't even know about the other kids, if maybe they were orphans as well, or if they actually had parents. By the way, you were responsible. And you failed to protect Frisk and keep Frisk from harm, from getting lost. You failed, Sona. You failed. Mama did not fail. Mama protected me. Mama even went all the way to the city, all the way to the capital. Even stood up to Asgore and told him straight. That's my mama for you. My mama didn't care about the danger. Mama just wanted to help me, and she did. Mama did a lot more than you did, because you weren't in the mountain coming to get me. So I think Tori's love for me is a lot stronger. It isn't as simple as that, and since we can't perform a background check on a monster, you'll just have to wait, so we can discuss it in depth later. For now, Frisk absolutely must stay with me, or we're going to have a problem. Or are we going to have a problem? Excuse you? Do we have a deal or not? Do you trust this woman, my child? I don't. Where's the option to say no, I don't like her? She's my family, she raised me, but I don't care if she raised you? Then why did you run away? I don't like this. No, I'm not happy with this. No, I don't want to be stuck with Sona. I don't like her. God, I'm so whiny today. That explains a lot. That made me smile. She does look like a person that would enjoy a nice cup of tea. Everyone looks like they enjoy a cup of tea to you, Asgore. Well, I don't know if we can trust a person with no funny bone. But we're behind you, kiddo. No bones about it. That pink hair, she looks like an anime character. I'll give her a chance. I guess she looks nice. Oh, it's okay, Alphys. I like you. I like you a lot. I think you're 10 times better than Sona, even if she looks like Mew Mew. Oh god, she does have Mew Mew's hair. Did you actually hear me? That was like really weirdly timed. Well, she definitely has a terrible taste, but I can change that. If our ambassador trusts this flowery pink human, then I, for one, blindly agree. Very well then, Frisk will stay with you for the time being. I hope you will see in time that we care for them just as dearly as you do. Mama is not happy. Tori looks very upset. She also looks like she's gonna slap him. But stays silent. I hope that with time you humans will understand we only want to live in peace alongside you. Is there a problem, miss? No, it's nothing. Then what's with the attitude? Mind you, I'm giving her attitude, but still. Go on. If you got something to say it. But you know, there's an old tale that was passed down for years in this town. It said that long ago, a monster with horns of a goat attacked the city and murdered a human child for their soul. That is not what the story said at the start. Far from it. Yes, there was an illustration to show, but at no point did it say that it was specifically a horns of a goat. It said monster. It said a child and monsters. I'm not mistaken. It did not state what type of monster it was. And she's talking as if she saw it. Oh god, I just realized something. That means these guys attacked Ezreal. Because outside the mountain and everything, outside the forest, if Ezreal had to come here. But was it during her generation? Or was it like a few generations ago though? But yeah, Ezreal. No, it wouldn't make sense. Because the story... I'm overthinking it. That can't be possible, because that would make her, like, way old. If it is. If she saw it. Because it happened so long ago. Anyway. Well, that can't be right. You must be misinformed, young one. I'm sure no monster has ever attacked your village. Is that so? Yeah, but technically it would have had to have been this village because they're not aware of the barrier. Oh, you smart. She knows that. She knows about the barrier. He doesn't know about that. That's why she's smiling. She's like, oh, really? You don't say. Well, I suppose it is an old story. Please follow me, King Asgore. I imagine saying with such sarcasm. Abandoned ruins. As we discussed, here are the city ruins. No one has lived here for quite some time now. They're gonna live here. They're not gonna let me stay with Mom. There's no way they're gonna let me stay with Mom if they were living in this kind of state. Why is there so many yellow flowers? What is this constant need for yellow flowers to grow everywhere? After the fire, it was thought to be cursed, so it needs a few repairs here and there. Few repairs? You and your people will be living here for the time being. It's removed from the rest of the city, so there is little chance of either side causing a scene. Okay, so it says it's removed from the rest of the city. Does that mean there's like a bridge? Like, across to it, or what? How is it, like, away from them? However, the townsfolk have been a tad jumpy since your arrival, so I must insist that you remain within the limits of the ruins, and to not leave without explicit permission. I understand. It will take some time for humans to adjust to living with monsters. Sir, are you sure about this? These creatures are normal. We can't live with them. Well, too bad. Unfortunately for you lot, Wiz has made it so that there's a barrier around your city, so you're gonna have to suck it up. Stop complaining. Oh, you don't understand politics. What do you suggest then? Turn away innocent refugees? I don't like the way this is in quotes, because he doesn't think they're innocent at all. He 100% believes that they are responsible, which is technically partially true, because of the fact Ezreal is Asgore and Toriel's child. But they couldn't have known that. Why is it quotations? They haven't done anything. So, why is it quoting innocent? They're technically implying that one of them is responsible. But the barriers got put up because of what happened. Oh my god. That would make her over 100 years old. There's no way Sona's over 100 years old. Because she's talking, what she said specifically bothers me, because it sounds like she's talking from, like, experience, or, like, she saw it. Unless, of course, maybe someone from her family, maybe, like, passed it on through generations, like, specific details, maybe. I don't know why I'm lingering on this whole entire thing, but it's really bothering me. Like, it's rubbing me the wrong way that there's something more to it that's, like, really out of place. Because why would she say, a goat? Goat horns. Why would she specifically mention about a goat? When the story always goes that it was humans versus monsters. A monster, never giving in specific what type it was, attacked and took a soul. Like, it never stated which type of monster. I'm gonna let it go for now, otherwise we're gonna be here all day. Starting a war will look terrible on my record. Record? What other city are you going to be bothered with? Who cares about your record? It's not like you can reach the outside world. You could easily cover it up. That's it then. Welcome to Barrier City. As long as you follow the rules exactly, everything will be fine. May a fantastic future await us all. Can I just point out, the naming for this city is also terrible. It's like, it's as if Asgore named it. A fantastic future indeed. I would like to know where my child is going to spend the night. This child should be safe in the orphanage with my daughter. I would be grateful if I could say goodnight to Frisk. I'm sure my daughter will let you see the kid tomorrow. Right now, you just focus on making yourselves at home. If you need anything at all, just let our fine officers of the law know. And they'll inform me of your request. Wow, they're literally on lockdown. They're not allowed to go anywhere. Thank you, Mayor. Now, Toriel, Frisk will be fine. We need to worry about our own people right now. Right, Frisk? We will see you tomorrow. The monsters, however, are confused and need guidance. We need to move everything from the underground to the surface too, which will take some time. How can you say that? How can you say with such confidence that Frisk will be fine? I'm sure Miss Sona will take excellent care of the little one. Yes, because she did a fantastic job the first time around, and that's how Frisk fell in the mountain. But I mean, Frisk has no reason to go in the mountain anymore because the monsters are out here. So yeah, I guess technically, in all fairness, Frisk will be fine. But still. Right now, the humans don't seem to trust us very much. You don't say. But if we're careful, we can enjoy a peaceful life together as we did before the war. With time, I hope we can learn to understand each other. Alright, kid, let's go to the orphanage now. I don't want to go with you. I want the entire force patrolling this area of the city. No monster is allowed to leave. The city is officially on curfew as well. No one is allowed on the streets after hours. We might even need a huge wall around the monster encampment. Hurry up and get the workers ready. Yes, Mayor. I'm sorry for ever doubting you. Oh my goodness. Ha! Joke's on you. There's one monster that will defy your walls, and that is Sans. You try and keep him in, and he will pop up wherever he wants. At least Sans can get about. I don't know if any other monster can do it, but I know Sans can, so I really don't like them. I don't like these humans at all. I really dislike them. Of course, there's no way we can live alongside those beasts. Don't call them beasts. They're quite civilized, and they've been nothing but nice to you. You have been nothing but hostile, and you putting on this fake persona that you're so nice and friendly, and when you think very vile things about them based on past events that you probably weren't even born during. But we can't just say that to their faces, or it'll cause a scene. We have to play this smart. Ho ho ho. Ugh. I hate them. Oh my Frisk, that sounds like such an exciting adventure. Dangerous, but exciting. It's a little hard to believe you went through all of that, but I'm glad you're back home. So cool. You're super brave, Frisk. But I thought monsters were evil. They're okay. I suppose they're not that bad when you get used to them. I miss my friends. Aw, you care about them so much. Frisk, you know I care about you too, right? I don't care about your feelings at the moment, Sona. It's not about you. Frisk has gone through a lot, okay? And I don't need you putting this on Frisk's shoulders. Go away. You're too young to understand the real world. I just think that... Oh goodness, look at the time. What do you mean real world? You lot, you can't say much. You spent your whole entire life inside of a god-forsaken barrier bubble. You haven't seen the real world, so hush. Just because you're older, you think you know more. Off to bed, everyone. Go on now. Aww. Do we have to? Frisk didn't have a bedtime in the mountain. The other children leave, but you stay behind. Oh, come on, Frisk. You know you have to go to bed, too. Ring, 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 ring. You answer your cell phone. Sans, hi. Hey, Frisk. How's it going? Been apart from you for so long has really got Tori's goat, so I'm calling to put her at ease. I miss you. Can you visit soon? Oh. Hi, Sans. I knew there was one monster. We could count on this one. Sans can always deliver. Oh my god, he's gonna scare Sona. I'm so excited. Well, I was already in the neighborhood, so I don't see why not. Maybe if I break out my A-game joke, Sunshine will lighten up. Don't call her Sunshine. When you look up from your phone, Sans is standing right behind Sona. Hey, Eek! We haven't been properly introduced yet. I'm Sans. Sans offers his hand to Sona. Will she fall for it and shake it? I guess not. Sona stares at Sans and ignores his offer. You don't have to be rude. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? It's rude to leave a skeleton hanging. Sir, you are not allowed to be here. I must ask you to leave. Sona leads Sans out. Hey, this door would be great to practice knock-knock jokes. I would adore if we could start now. Good night, sir. She locks the door behind Sans. She does realize that Sans just literally appeared in the room, right? I guess then again, Sona wasn't looking, so maybe she thought he came in through the door, but he could just pop back in if he wants. Guess she'll learn the hard way. Knock, knock. I said goodnight, sir. She's gonna learn the hard way. I think I need a glass of water after that. Huh? Eek! You're supposed to say, who is it? It's a joke. Sona looks terrified. How did you get in the pantry? You scared of monsters, Sona? Of course not. I'm a grown-up. We're not scared of monsters. Then you don't mind me hanging around for a little while. Mr. Sans, can you please just leave? Frisk may seem comfortable around you, but the other children might not be as brave. I don't want you to give them nightmares. Look, we're just worried about our buddy, and I'm checking in to make sure everything is okay. Why are you monsters so interested in Frisk? Is it really hard to believe they care for Frisk and Frisk cares for them? She is going to infuriate me. Does she have any redeeming qualities? If she does, can we just hurry up and see them? Give me a reason to like her. So far, I don't. I don't like her. I'm hoping... I don't like this. I don't want to be stuck with her. Well, the kid freed our entire civilization. Of course we want to know if you're treating my pal well. Plus, someone's gonna make sure you let the monsters visit tomorrow. Yeah, Sana, you were going to let them visit, right? Papyrus wants to show Frisk something, and Tori's are really upset that we're not spending our first night in the city together as a family. I really wanted to stay with all of you. It would have been fun. If I promise that we'll visit you all tomorrow, will you please leave, sir? Frisk really must sleep now, or they'll be grumpy tomorrow. Don't use me as an excuse. Because you're afraid. Frisk won't be grumpy. Shush. Well, I could use some sleep myself. See you tomorrow then, kiddo. Mr. Sands, the front door is the other... Sana looks around. Where did he go? Eek! Frisk, will you please keep me company while I clean up this mess? You stayed with Sona for a while. What a baby. It was a long day. It's time to get to bed. You start dreaming. I hear crying. Sis, what's wrong? I saw a monster. Sis, that's not a... Hey, it's fine. I'm here. I shouldn't have told you those stupid stories. Look at me. It's gonna be okay. I won't let any monsters hurt you. I'll always be here for you. You'll protect me from the monsters, Kara? Yeah, I'm sure Kara will. Of course I will. I love you, Kara. I love you too, sis. But you have to stop crying like a little baby. Okay, I'm starting to wonder if this is Kara because... Oh, you wake up Mom. Mom? Never mind, maybe it's not Kara. Wake up Mom. She isn't feeling very well. Oh god, what's wrong with the mom? Why am I having these dreams? Whose dreams are they? Are they like Kara's dreams or are these Frisk's dreams? Who was that? Oh god, I'm having weird dreams now. Great, I'm a normal child, I swear.